Hello, I'm Nick Parker from JPMorgan. We're joined today by JPMorgan Chase's new Chief Information Officer, Laurie Beer. Stay tuned, we'll be back with Laurie in just a minute. Welcome back. I'm joined by the CIO of JPMorgan Chase, Laurie Beer. Laurie, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate your time today. I guess first question out of the gates is, what do you think are some of the biggest opportunities for JPMorgan Chase in the space right now?
So in terms of technology, it's a huge enabler for our business. If we think about all the things that our customers and clients are asking for, they want easy experiences to interact with us. And so all the investments we're making in digital, also analytics, the way we use our data and information to serve the needs of our clients and how we use it internally, both another great opportunity for us.
And how are you able to ensure in your new position that JPMorgan Chase is able to innovate and I guess stay on par or ahead of the competition?
Yeah, I think it's really important. We're doing really well in all of our lines of business, so it's really a question of how do we make sure we're spending the right investment in research and development in addition to running the business every day. So we try to make sure that we're out there. We spend a lot of time with the emerging technology companies and our technology partners, but we also make sure we're making investments in emerging technology, even if it's not fully proven yet, just to make sure that we're staying on the edge of innovation.
And on that subject, you hear these buzzwords, machine learning, AI, blockchain, robotics. What makes you particularly excited, do you think, in the emerging technology space?
I think what we're seeing now is a convergence of many of these technologies. Many of these technologies have been around for a while. When I was getting my computer science degree, machine learning was out there. But what you're really seeing is the ability to leverage infrastructure at scale. Think about the cloud, to store data more cost effectively. The ability then to bring information together, leveraging new technologies, so that you can sort of combine the ability to take our vast amounts of data, make it meaningful, store it at a cost-effective price, and the models around machine learning, AI, have matured to the point that they're even, instead of having to have supervised learning, even some unsupervised learning. So it's really the convergence of many of these technology capabilities that are coming together that I think are really powerful across cloud and APIs and machine learning and big data that I think are really bringing it together for us.
And from your point of view, you're in charge of 40,000 technologists around the world, which is an eye-watering amount of technologists. How do you recruit and I guess retain top talent?
I think for us, and growing up as a technologist myself, technologists are very much wired to be committed to driving an outcome. What's our purpose? So I think it starts with making sure we have the right culture and that we're understanding not only that we're using the latest technology, but we're really driving to solving problems and making an impact. So part of it is making sure that we're an organization driven around purpose, delivering for the business. And then in terms of recruiting talent, there's a war on talent and technology. The number of jobs continually to grow. So we have to also look at bringing that diversity of talent in and balancing the pipeline we're looking, whether we're recruiting laterally or whether we're looking at the university. But really it's also about getting our message and our brand and highlighting the fantastic things we do at JPMorgan and how technology is truly an enabler for our business.
And how do you position JPMorgan Chase in this recruitment drive?
Really as not only a large financial service institution that serves our clients every day and the impact that we can have in the global economy, but really as a leading technology firm, a firm that's committed to building high-performance workspaces, partnering with the business, and really, transformational technologies and emerging technologies to deliver those solutions.
In your current role, you've become the 5th woman on the JPMorgan Chase operating committee out of a total of 10 executives. How does that feel to be on an operating committee that I guess is comprised equally of men and women?
You know, I think it just highlights even more. First of all, it's quite an honor to be a part of that group. They are all an incredible bunch of leaders, and we're very blessed to have them at the company, so it's really an honor to be a part of that group. But I think, you know, it just highlights the importance of not only a diversity of women and men represented at that table, but the cognitive diversity that we can bring. The way I think about how technology can transform the business, also bringing that perspective. So I think it's great that it is made up of 50% men and 50% women, but also the diversity in the capabilities I understand around technology and how I can bring that to the table as well.
And as a leader yourself, how do you promote diversity and inclusion?
So diversity and inclusion for us is an incredibly important priority. We really try to focus on a strategy of attracting, retaining, developing, as well as promoting. And I think it's really important that we focus on all those dimensions. So, you know, as we talked about sort of the war on talent and technology and just the amount of demand, it is important that also the number of technologists we have are representative of our client base and our consumer base as well. And so it's incredibly important that not only we bring women and men and other ethnic groups into the organization, but that we also help them develop and that we make sure they're in the pipelines for promotion and that we retain them for the long term as well.
In terms of relevant academic courses, you're looking at, I guess, science, technology, engineering and math, the STEM 4 subjects. What advice would you have to people that are pursuing STEM studies at the moment?
I would say you're in for such a wild ride, a career of continuous learning, a career where you can make an incredible impact. You know, if you think about how technology has really transformed, you know, over the various industrial revolutions, it's been, you know, a huge enabler to making our lives easier. And again, being at the heart of helping drive that transformation is incredibly exciting. However, you also have to commit to be a continuous learner. The things I learned when I was studying for my computer science degree are very different than how we build software today. So I think that's actually, you know, what's also very exciting about a career in STEM.
And for people that are already in the technology industry, what advice would you have for them?
I think, you know, first of all, I would say to be successful in your career, make sure not only are you deep in technology, but have a breadth of understanding the business. Think from the outside in, understand how we make money, how we do business, how we serve our clients every day, and that's so critically important. I think when you're in technology, especially in a fast-paced world today, you have to have a lot of fortitude and stay focused on what's the true outcome. Not necessarily the best technology solution, or the leading technology, but how do you apply that leading technology to really drive business solutions that creates new sources of revenue, drives efficiency in our business. And I think if you focus on that and serving our clients, you can have a very successful career in technology.
I was very interested to read you yourself have a background in the medical industry. And I wondered what kind of adjustment was it when you transitioned to financial services?
You know, it's really interesting because I think there are a lot of things that are the same. If you think about them both being heavily regulated and you think about technology, one of the things that it is a capability that spans industry in terms of some of the challenge. Every industry is trying to figure out how to leverage big data, cyber, et cetera. So I think there are a lot of things that could bring to the table. I also came from a business that was driving significant transformation. We were in the middle of implementing healthcare reform. And so how regulatory mandates were changing the shape of our business going forward, I think those were the things that were relevant. I think when you look at the financial services industries, just again, understanding our business, understanding it's a little different in this industry, even though healthcare somewhat brings different parties together. This industry is such a connector across other industries. So I think understanding the magnitude, the scope, the geographic footprint, and how we interoperate in terms of the overall ecosystem were areas that I really needed to focus. And then just understanding the culture that was here that's different than, you know, other other industries I've worked in.
And a big final question for you. If you weren't the CIO of one of the largest financial industry firms in the world, what would you be doing?
Probably spending a little more time with my family, but honestly, I love my job. I think this is a fantastic job and at a great point while we're seeing, really technology drive change in many of our lines of business. So if I wasn't doing that job, which I think is a great job, I'd probably be spending more time with my family.
Very good. And before I let you go, I'm afraid to say we also have a rapid fire round of questions which we've been subjecting all of our guests to on Tech Spotlight. So if you're ready, I will begin. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Smart homes or self-driving cars?
Smart homes.
Voice recognition or chatbots?
Voice recognition.
Tablets or paperbacks?
Oh, tablets.
Podcasts or TV shows?
Podcasts.
Social media live stream or streaming on demand?
Streaming on demand.
There we have it. Laurie, great pleasure for joining us.
Thank
you so much.
Great to be here.
And thank you for watching. Follow JP Morgan to learn more.